What's going on, folks? Welcome back to Eddie is Cooking. On this episode, we're going to be meal prepping. Today, we're going to be doing grilled chicken with a side of brown rice, cilantro brown rice, and some grilled veggies. Now, I try to do this every weekend to be ready for the work week. So, let's get straight to it. All right, so let's start with our chicken. I have 4 chicken breasts, about 3 pounds. What we're gonna do first is trim it up a little bit. So let's see, and take these off and use it on other dishes. Trim out some of the extra fat and pieces. I like to cut this part also. Hate it when it's under my teeth and I'm chewing it. All right, there's one. All right, and the last one. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's get the board out of the way. And I like to line them up. As you can see, I have a plastic film down here. And what we're going to do is actually beat up the chicken breast, make it flat, all even sizes. That way, when you're cooking it, you can cook it evenly, not having because when you cook it, you're going to get these pieces, the edges are going to be dry, and this is going to be, if you want to get these perfectly cooked, that edge is going to be dry. So what I do is put a piece of plastic down on the table and then cover it with another layer on top. Come on. All right, just like that. One more. I think I'm gonna do one more here. That way I don't get the meat all over the cameras. There we go. And grab your meat tenderizer. And I'll put a link to some of these tools that I'm using in the description area. And just pound it down like this. You use this side or the flat side. Either or. Just like that. Perfect. This one's a little stubborn, but okay. And once you take the plastic off, voila. At the end, you just wrap everything and dump it away. Easy cleanup, right? A good chef always cleans up after themselves. And you do it as you cook. That way you don't have less work to do at the end. All right, so let's start with some olive oil. Don't be shy. Rub it all over. And we're gonna season it with some salt. Of course, it's coarse. Black pepper. A little bit of pepper flakes. Depending on how spicy you want, you can go heavier. Okay, let's get our garlic. Just a little bit so you don't overpower the rest of the ingredients. And then zest of a lemon. And we're actually going to be using the juice also. Oops. Perfect. And last, we're going to be using dry basil. You can go a little heavy on this because this is the main seasoning on the chicken. Perfect. And let's flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. Come on. All right. There we go. Same. Let's go with some olive oil. Salt. Black peppers. Some pepper flakes. Now, I'm not a spicy eater. Those of you that know me, I don't eat spicy. The heaviest I go, or the spiciest I go, is jalapenos without the seeds. Um, but lately, I've been trying to make improvements. You know, I try to step it up little by little. But let me tell you, it is tough. But I can handle pepper flakes for now. Not as much, but just a little bit. There goes basil. And of course, some lemon juice. Seeds are okay if they fall in there. Once you grill it, you know, we're going to get rid of it. And let's do a little bit more of the lemon zest. Whoop, I just lost that one. That's all right. Still a little nervous when I'm doing videos. Okay, once you get it to this point, what I'm going to do is put it in a container and refrigerate it for a couple of hours. Just let's rub everything, mix it all up, rub it all together like that. And what I'll do is use the same plastic wrap, wrap it up like this, and I'll refrigerate it for a couple hours. In the meantime, we'll get the rice and the veggies going while this sits there and marinates. But you can either wrap it up in the plastic or you can put it in a container, put it in there, leave it overnight, but a couple hours in the fridge like this, it'll be ready to go. All right, let's start with our rice. I've got 2 cups of brown rice. I've already pre-washed it, let it drain. In the pan, a little bit of olive oil. Let me turn the heat on. There we go. Set it on high. And let's do about a tablespoon of, that's frozen, tablespoon of butter. I like to add butter with the olive oil, give it more flavor. Remember, fat is flavor, and butter is perfect. Okay, let's let that melt. All right, once our butter is melted, let's grab our rice, dump it in there, toss it around, let the butter and olive oil get all over the rice. There we go. Let's get it toasted a little bit. All right, looks like it's nice and toasty. And we're gonna add I did 2 cups, so I'm gonna add 4 cups of hot water. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And to that, we're gonna add about 2 teaspoons of salt, about a teaspoon of black peppers, and we're gonna let it on high heat boil for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna lower the heat down and simmer it for about 40-45 minutes. Okay, let's let that cook. All right, so our rice is going. Let's start working on the veggies. For our veggie, we're gonna be doing broccoli. Now I've already pre-washed this. I cut it in small pieces with the flat end on top. What I'd like to do is once I toss it in olive oil, salt, and pepper, I like to use my flat top to lay it down like this on the griddle to get a little bit of color and flavor on it. You can do it that way. I also do it on my grill, on my gas propane grill. It's a little time consuming on the gas grill, but I think it comes out really good. You know, anything you put more time into it and more work, of course, is going to come out great. So with the broccoli, let's do some olive oil. Let's toss that around. Okay. Some salt. And some peppers, black pepper. And a little bit of chili flakes. Just a little bit for color and flavor. I don't want to make it too spicy for me. Toss it around. Okay. That's it. Easy as that. Get rid of those. Okay. And I would also like to do the mini peppers, the colorful mini peppers. Um, these are really good when grilled on the Weber. Same thing. Toss it in olive oil, salt, and pepper. Gives it a nice look to your plate. You'll see it at the end. Gives it a nice look, and it's like a nice bonus to your meal. Um, and make sure you have a fancy red bowl like this to toss your peppers in. Otherwise, it won't taste good. Uh, so same thing. Olive oil. Toss it around a little bit, and I washed this and dried it. Dry off the excess water. Some salt and a little bit of pepper. That's it. You don't have to do much. It's got really nice sweetness to it, and with a little bit of salt and pepper, it comes out really good. I can snack on these all day. Perfect. Okay, let's set that to the side. Let's fire up the grill, get it hot and going, and then we'll start grilling our veggies and pull out the chicken out of the fridge and start grilling the chicken breast. Okay, let's let that warm up, and then we'll come back and start grilling our peppers. And I think today I'm actually gonna grill the broccoli too. I'm just a little lazy to pull out the flat top and open it up. All right, looks like our grill is getting nice and toasty. Let me spray a little bit of oil on it. I did brush it earlier. Now, as you can see, I use my grill every day. Let's let that heat up. Or actually, what I'm gonna do is wipe it down with a wet paper towel. You can use a towel also. I just use paper towels because since I use it every day, I ruined way too many towels. That perfect. Put another heavy coat of oil on there. Close it down. And let's grab Let's start with the peppers first. Line them up real quick. These things are addicting. Then you sit there, eat the whole bag or the whole bowl while it's grilled. With a piece of bread and some feta cheese. Okay, let's set that to the side. And on this side, let's line up the broccoli. It is time consuming doing it this way, but it comes out real good, and I don't leave it on the grill for too long. I don't like the broccoli to be too mushy. I like it with a little bit of crunch. So usually leave it on there for about 5 minutes and just pull it off like that. Because, once you prep the meal, after, refrigerating or freezing, when you're ready to take it out and zap it in the microwave, you're going to cook this for another minute or two in the microwave. And I don't know how you do it, but I heat up my food with a wet paper towel on the container. I learned that trick from a coworker a while back when I was, lost one, working in a office. And what it does is it actually steams your food instead of drying it. So it comes out real good, and at the same time you're sort of like cooking it again. That's the reason why I do not cook this broccoli for too long on the grill. You can already hear it sizzling. I think we dropped one or two in there already. Apologies for the background noise. Every time I'm out here grilling, my neighbor likes to get out and do some work. Okay. Let's close that up. Let it sit for a few minutes, and we'll flip the peppers over and pull the broccoli out. All right, let's check on these peppers and broccoli. Perfect. Let's flip them over. And those of you that don't have a access to, grill outside, you can do this in an oven. You can actually, the peppers, you can put it in there on roast or bake it, for about 10-15 minutes, and turn the broiler on high for a few minutes to give it a little bit of color. And these things will be ready to go. They're easy to cook. Same thing with the broccoli. This all can be done in a oven or an air fryer too. It comes out really good in air fry. So that's what I'm talking about. Just a little bit of color. That gives it some flavor. This is perfect. Optional, you can flip them around to give some color on the other side, but these are cooked and ready to go. Yeah, I can pull these off real quick. But since I have some time, I'm gonna flip it around and grill it a little bit more, a little longer on this side. There we go. Yeah, these babies are ready to be pulled. Let's see, let me grab a container. Okay, let's pull these off real quick. Oh, losing one. Got it. Okay, let's put that to the side. Our peppers are almost done. Let me grab the chicken. We'll start grilling that and put some oil down to get it nice and hot to get those beautiful grill marks. Okay, here's our chicken. We put it on this side. There we go. That smells good. Okay, let me grab the other tongs. Perfect. Nice. And the last piece. Okay, get rid of that. Set that to the side. Let's check on our pepper. Oh yeah, these are ready to go. They don't need to be cooked any longer. Whoops. Beautiful. Nice. Look at those. Awesome. All right, let's let our chicken cook. Let me go get a container for our chicken real quick. All right, let's check on our chicken. It's been about 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes. Nice. They are ready to be flipped. A little bit more oil. Look at those nice grill marks. Perfect. Almost there. Let's check on our chicken. And I always like to check the temperature. Yep, perfect. You know, 165 is when it's fully cooked. I like to take it out a few degrees earlier, around 160, because, you know, once these rest, they're still going to be cooking. And you want to check it at the thickest part of the meat. This one's done. Perfect. That one's a little over. One. Few more minutes on that one. So that way. Okay. Let's start working on cutting up our chicken and get it ready for the container so we can scale it. Oh, before we get there, let's actually finish working on our cilantro lime brown rice. So let's go grab that. Get our rice. Whew, that's hot. Let's see how that. Ooh, perfect. Actually, let me put this to the side real quick. Let's start with our cilantro. Dice up a little bit of cilantro. I think that should be plenty. Well, maybe a little bit more. And cut off some of these stems, but yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them on. I did cut it up earlier before I wash it, and of course these are washed. There we go. Let's do a fine chop on that. Perfect. Let's put that on the side. Let me bring my rice over. There we go. Let's put this in there. Like that. Let's zest some lime. I love this zester. I got it from Amazon. It's really sharp and gets the job done well. I'll have a link on this one also. Look at these flies coming over already. They can definitely smell some good food. Oh, let me get the chicken out. I almost forgot about that. Perfect. Let that rest. Turn the grill off. I think a little bit more zest. I'm going all over on these limes. I think that's good. Now let's get the juice. Knife. And where's my juicer? Oh, these limes are dry. I think we're gonna have to use both of them definitely, if not more. All right, I think that's enough. We're gonna have to do taste on that to see how it tastes like. Mix it around. That smells really good. I think that's good. All right, we are ready to cut up our chicken. Let's see. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, here we go. Nice, and always cut against the grain. As you can see, the grains are going this way. So what I'll do is cut it up this way. Put it back in here. Let's cut up all the chicken, and then we can prep it at the end, or measure and put it in the containers. All right, here's the last piece. That one was extra. Okay. All right, let's start measuring our food, getting it ready. Get my scale, and let's cover it with a piece of plastic real quick. That way the cleanup will be easy. There we go. Whoops. And I'll do a couple for now. And then I'll have a link to these food containers also. These are very handy. I think they're 28 ounce. Is it 28 ounce? 28 or 32 ounce. And the way I do it is I do 5 ounces of protein. Let's see. So an ounce, yep. So 2.4. 4.5. There we go. Let me bring it up to the camera. That way you can see. I'm putting pressure on there. You can't see if it's 5 ounce. So line up the chicken like that. And get another one going. 3.5. 5 ounce. 5 ounce. 5.1. It doesn't matter. Off by a point or not. And then I like to use the half cup measuring cup for carb, just like that, you know. Right down here. Okay. Oh my God, with these flies. And the veggie, I don't usually measure the veggies, you know, it's roughly about 4 ounces, you know, 4 or 5 pieces of broccoli, like that. Same here. And I like to stick a grilled pepper on top for looks, you know, because you got to make it look good because your eye eats it first. There you go. Perfect. And I can get, let's see, 2, get another 3. That'll be 5 meals. I did a small portion this time since I did it over the weekend already. I didn't want to have way too much food. Although it's never too much. You know, you can freeze these, put them in a freezer, take it out a couple of days ahead, let it thaw out in the refrigerator, and then zap it in the microwave, and ready to go for lunch or dinner. Um, they're super convenient. Saves you time. You know, you got to cook only once or maximum twice a week, depending on how many meals you're prepping. Um, Saves you money. I've been doing this. Me and my wife, we've been doing it for over a year, a couple of years, I should say, and I've been able to actually keep my weight in check, um, and she's able to actually lose weight because she doesn't eat as much as me, and I go crazy over the weekends. I always barbecue something or go out, try something new, or cook something different. But this is our go-to meals throughout the week. Like I said, they're super convenient. Saves you a lot of time. And work week, you got family, you got kids. It's hard to cook every day for 2 meals. Even if you go something easy on breakfast like oatmeal, for lunch and dinner, you still got to cook something. But when you have these ready to go, it makes life a whole lot easier and simpler. All right, let's give these a try. Um, as you can see, I covered it up in these containers. They are perfect for meal prep. And like I said, when you're pulling it out of the refrigerator or when you get it out of the freezer, let it thaw out in the refrigerator. I like to put a wet paper towel on it and then zap it in the microwave. Not too wet, not too dry or damp, just a little bit of wetness, not soaking in water. Heat it up for a minute, minute and a half, depending on what kind of power settings you have on your microwave. And you'll have a healthy lunch or dinner ready to go. Look at that chicken. It looks good. Seasoning's great. The basil makes it really good, actually. Um, the peppers gives it a nice spiciness in your back of your throat. Not too hot for me. Um, with the garlic and the lime, you get a little bit of the tartness and a kick of the garlic. Wow, that's pretty good, actually. And then the rice with the cilantro lime, you can never go wrong with that. This is one of my favorite rice, and I like to use brown rice because of, better than the white rice. Not too much sugar, or the sugar content is lower than the white rice. Really good, really good. I can taste the lime, the cilantro, and I did. You do a little bit less on the salt and pepper. That way, you're not overpowering the lime and cilantro taste. And the broccolis, see, that's still crunchy. It's not mushy. I can actually chew it. Mm. I don't know if you can hear that in the mic, but that's nice and crunchy. Perfect. Just the way I like it. All right. Well, there you go. I hope you get to try it. Once you do, you'll fall in love with it. With the amount of time you're saving, it is very super convenient. I can't express it enough, but once you get it going, you get used to cooking once a week and have your meals ready to go throughout the whole week. Let me know if you try it, how it comes out, and hopefully in the future episodes, we'll do a couple of different ones. I usually have the chicken, or I have a teriyaki marinated skirt steak, and I make my own teriyaki sauce at home. Comes out really good. It's very simple. Hopefully in the future episodes we can do that. I'll also do a salmon meal preps also, and I'll have this variety in my refrigerator throughout the whole week. But if you do it, let me know how it comes out. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell. When we have our new episodes out, you can check it out. Be alerted for that. But other than that, thanks for watching. And again, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.